going to show you how I took an amazing craft that I saw from a fellow YouTuber and turned it into part of this fairy fantasy craft world. I'm going to pause this and I'll be right back. So let me just show you the things you would need. You would need a zipper. So I use a zipper from these washing bags, these laundry washing bags, and you could just use a zipper, jar lids. I wanted to use yarn to cover it and hot glue. And as you can see, for me, whenever I use hot glue, it always gets a lot of glue everywhere. So what I did was I went in with marker to just color in the parts that had the hot glue. So let me show you what it does. What this does, it unzips, and when you unzip it, a flower pops out. So you could actually use this for something else, but I wanted it to be part of the fairy fantasy and have a flower inside. So how you would do it is you would take the zipper. Now, because you're gluing the zipper on top of the other part of the zipper, so this is the end, and you're gluing it on top of the end of one and the other, it's actually stopping each other. So let me just show you how that looks inside. So even if you don't glue the end part of your zipper, say you only have the front, in this case, if you only have this part, you're going to glue it to each other so that it acts as a stop. So then what you'll do, and let me just show you quickly how you would do that. You would take the netting off and just hot glue the zipper around so that you can actually still zip it. So you're going to hot glue it this way. Let me do it on the reverse so you can see. So just enough room. I mean, I could have made it a bigger, more space, but because I wanted to put the yarn on it, I used less space. So you're gluing it all the way around so that it's just on top of the edge of the lid, but it can be zippered. So let me just show you what I mean. So it's not to the end of the zipper. So then after you do that, you'll put something colorful inside so that it's not plain. And how I did that was I didn't do it complicated. I just put it on the end, cut, and then laid it in the lid. And then for the ends, just cut around. So that's that simple. So the next part is you take the yarn. And what I did with the yarn is I put it towards the end. Now, at first when I unzipped it, it was too close to the zipper part. But after a while, just like a regular zipper, you can just kind of push it back so that you have that space. So then the last part of it was just to put the yarn on the rest of the lid. So let me see if I can start this for you. So how I did that was I went around, and like I said, you get so much glue on it. So if you have a better glue to use, you can always use a better glue. And then for when I got to the top, I put a little stem. This is a flower stem, similar to the flowers that you get from a dollar store. The stem to make a little holder, and then a leaf. And that's it. Such an easy craft to make. And I want to thank the amazing craft person for putting up the original craft. The second thing I wanted to tell you, let me just pause this for a moment. The second thing is how to make a vine when you just get regular leaves from a dollar store. What you can do is you can tell this is the top part of another stem. And all you're going to do is just keep putting the leaves on one of the stems and move it, slide it down. So you can actually make your own vine. You don't have to, if they don't have a vine that you like, or if it's not the color, it's not the right size for the leaf, you can make your own. So that's all I did with them. It's just a regular stem, and it had a regular amount of leaves on it, and I just kept sliding it down. And if you want to, you can curl this so that you make sure it won't slide off. And you're just going to keep sliding more leaves down. So you can buy multiple stems and just put more leaves on one stem, and you can make your own vine. So you could actually have a ton of leaves on one single stem. And it's a quick and easy way to make something decorative. Because this craft is part of the fairy fantasy, I thought, how many leaves would a fairy have? Like as many as possible. Keep sliding it down. And keep sliding it down. And for this part, I could have hot glued it, but since I wanted to show you guys how it could work, I'm not going to hot glue it. So that this is covered, I'll slide some of the leaves up just to cover it. And then you can space it how you want. So if in a case like this, I'm just going to pause this and show you another idea. So the other idea is to put a flameless candle inside. So again, I think that this is part of the Fairy Fantasy collection that I've been showing you. So guys, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and thank you so much for watching.